You know that feeling when you just scroll through Twitch or, I don't know, walk into a gaming store? It's just a complete sensory overload.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
RGB lights everywhere, racing simulators.
Simulators that cost more than my first car, yeah. It's amazing to look at, but if you're a brand, trying to sell one headset and all that chaos, how do you even get noticed?
It's like trying to whisper in a nightclub. The market is huge,
Mm.
but the noise level is just off the charts.
Exactly. And that is the problem we're digging into today. We're looking at some materials from Samyak Online, a digital marketing agency that says they have a totally different playbook.
Right.
They aren't just doing the usual buy my product ads. They're all in on something they call LLM SEO.
Which I know, it sounds like just a bunch of tech acronyms. But the idea behind it is, well, it's actually fascinating. They're basically arguing that the way we buy our hobbies now, especially high-tech ones like gaming, has broken all the old marketing rules.
Okay, so let's start there with the buyer, because I know I don't just, accidentally buy a $500 racing wheel.
Right. The source material calls this a high-involvement category. I mean, just think about your own habits. If you're buying a new mouse for an FPS game, you don't just Google mouse and click the first thing you see.
Oh, definitely not. I'm watching a YouTube review on sensor latency, then I'm on Reddit, checking if the scroll wheel is going to break after 6 months. It's a whole research project.
And that's where most brands miss the mark. They try to sell to you at the very end, at the checkout. Samyak Online's strategy is that you have to get in way, way earlier.
You have to be the answer.
You have to be the answer when the gamer's just starting to ask, what's the best loadout for streaming?
Okay, but how do you do that? I mean, everyone's using keywords, everyone has a blog. What is so different about this LLM SEO?
So this is the big shift. LLM just stands for large language model. It's the tech behind ChatGPT, Claude, Google's AI overviews.
Okay, got it.
The sources explain that people are starting to skip Google. They just ask an AI, build me a white gaming setup for under $1,000. Now, if your product page isn't structured in a way that the AI understands is the best answer, you don't just get ranked lower.
You just disappear.
You're not even in the answer. You're invisible.
So it's not about convincing a human to click a blue link anymore. It's about convincing a robot that your keyboard is the factual, correct answer to a person's question.
Precisely. It's about authority over just popularity. And that connects directly to the other big concept they talk about, semantic SEO.
Which means what exactly?
It means context.
Yeah.
Old school SEO was, stuffing the words gaming chair on a page 50 times.
Right.
Semantic SEO is about mapping all the related ideas. Does your page talk about lumbar support or reclining mechanisms or good posture for long sessions? The AI is looking for that whole web of meaning to decide if you're legit.
So if you just say best chair, the AI kind of ignores you. But if you speak the dialect of the gamer, talking about ergonomics, durability, then the AI trusts you.
You nailed it. And they apply this thinking to the whole ecosystem. We're looking at client examples from like VR gear to custom controllers. They're not just tweaking text. They're fixing the technical nuts and bolts that make it all work.
I saw that in the case studies. There was a testimonial from a client, Gemini.
That one really stood out to me. He mentioned working on a Joomla site, which is, notoriously tricky to optimize. And he said it took 5 months of tedious work.
Tedious is not a word you usually see in a marketing brochure.
No, but for this audience, that's a green flag. It shows they weren't just taking shortcuts. He said after all that grinding, their Google speed rankings hit the green zone. And he even said that's rare for outsourced teams in his experience.
And there was another one from Becca Hansen in the US praising their communication. So it seems like this agency, they're based in India, led by Subhash Jain, has really figured out how to bridge that gap for global clients.
It's a mix of the unsexy stuff like fixing crawl errors and using schema markup so your star ratings actually show up in search results.
Right.
And that high-level strategy of, like you said, speaking the language.
It really sounds like a full marketing loadout.
Yeah.
You fix the site, you create content that speaks to the niche unboxing reels, streamer collabs, whatever, and then you optimize all of it so the AI chatbots find it first.
That's the perfect summary. In 2026, you aren't just optimizing for a search engine. You're optimizing for an answer engine.
It creates a really interesting dynamic, though, doesn't it?
How so?
Well, if agencies like Samyak Online get really, really good at this LLM SEO thing, at teaching the AI that their client's product is the definitive answer,
Right.
then when I ask a chatbot for a recommendation, what I'm really getting is the product that was best at speaking the robot's language, not necessarily the best product.
That is the new reality. We're moving from a world where we browse a bunch of options, to a world where an algorithm curates what it thinks is the single best option for you.
Yeah.
And if you can control that curation, you win the market.
Something to keep in mind the next time you ask an AI to help build your gaming rig. Thanks for diving in with us.